This tutorial is going to be one of the most important tutorials in the OpenTshirts series. The reason being because in this tutorial we're going to take a look at design ideas, one of the most powerful functionalities in the OpenTshirts solution. The reason being is that you can set up custom design ideas for your local high schools and organizations with the right colors and the right products. You'll have them set up on your website, but also you can take copies of those product or design ideas and incorporate them into catalogs that you can send or present to your local prospects and clients. Here we set up some designs for you online. You can see them on hoodies and t-shirts and jackets and what have you. Why don't you take a look at it? Here's the web address. Your category is set up under your school name. Well, that gives you the ability to compete more effectively with the big nationals that are working to get your local clients. You'll be able to present yourself as having the same level of technology and solutions available to your users online, but yet customized directly for them. And your nationals don't really know what's going on in the local markets, who the contacts are, what all the colors are. They may not have the mascots. You might have the mascot and be able to set up some mascot designs and really be able to take advantage of marketing online, but also offline through using the comps and design ideas in catalogs that you could send out or print out directly to your clients, either as a PDF and email or something that you print out in inkjet and drop off at the high school, etc. So let's take a look at design ideas. The first thing we want to do is go to design ideas and add some categories. So I'm going to go over here and click add a category, and I'm going to add to the root Westville Sports. I'll go ahead and save that. And then I'm going to go ahead and add another category, and this time I'm going to go down to my Westville Sports and I'm going to select baseball. And we'll go ahead and save that. Now if I scroll down, you can see at Westville Baseball, I'm going to add one more category and I'm going to call it hoodies, just to see how detailed you can do these online catalogs through categories for your clients. And I want to bring this down to baseball here and select save. Once I've done that, one thing we want to be aware of, if we are logged into OpenTshirts as the admin and we open up the storefront or the design studio, we'll be logged in as the admin. Now here you will see an export image that only shows up when you're logged in as the admin. It does not show up when you're logged in as a customer. What I want to do is I want to select a hoodie. So I'll come here and I'll go through my categories and I'll come down to hoodies. I'll scroll down through my hoodies and I'm going to load this jerseys. Once that's loaded, I'll change the color to, let's say, cardinal. I'm going to select the simple clip art here. I'm going to go down to my baseball tails and just create a simple text design. I've got a lot of these baseball sports tails down here, and I kind of like to work with them because we see a lot of this in the sports designs. And here's the baseball right here. Got that loaded. I'm going to change that to a full color. I'm going to bring this up a bit, rotate it. I'm going to change the fill here to a product color. I'm going to change this gray to a white. Now I've got that baseball tail in here. I need to resize that just a bit so it fits in the design area. The next thing I'm going to do is add some text. So I'll go to text. I'm going to type in Westville, W-E-S-T-V-I-L-L-E. And then I'm going to go ahead and resize that. I'm going to bring this up here to the top. I'm going to change this to a sports font. I'm going to go here. I want to go to, I think I'll go with College Slab. Resize that just a bit. And then bring this over here. And then what I want to do next is add an outline to this. Let's go with outline to visible. I'll change that to, let's say, a white. Change the fill to, let's say, a product color. And here, very quickly and easily in the design studio, I've set up a text design for Westville Baseball, and it's on a hoodie as we zoom out here. Now the next thing I want to do is go ahead and save this design. I'm going to call this Westville Hoodie Baseball. And then I'm going to click on Save Design. Now once my design has been saved, I'm going to go back to my categories here and I'm going to go to my design ideas. And I'll see here I have the Westville Baseball Hoodie. By default, it's disabled, but it's been saved into my admin because I was logged into the Design Studio as the admin. So here it is in my design ideas. I need to go to Edit. First thing I want to do is enable this. Then I want to add some tags, and we'll just add Westville, baseball, hoodie. Now these tags will be related to when you do a search in the Design Ideas module. So if somebody does a search for Westville, this is going to come up. Then we want to go to our categories. We'll scroll down here and add this to the Westville baseball hoodies. And we'll select Save. Then we'll go back to our Design Ideas, and I'm going to go ahead, the Design Studio, and I'm going to go ahead and refresh this. Now, if I want to take a look at that design idea, and actually I'll go ahead and change my product to a hoodie. I'm going to come down here and I'll go to a hoodie. Let's say I'm searching it through hoodies or something like that. I'll bring this one back in down here. That's loaded. I'll change the color. Now if I go to Design Ideas, I go down through my categories, I can now scroll down to Westville Sports, and I'll see this design. Now imagine your client when they see 10 or 15 designs set up on different products, all customized for them. I'll go ahead and take this and I'll go ahead and click on this, and that'll be loaded directly into my product in my workspace. Now if I change my colors here, I can go ahead and minimize here, and I can go to Export Image, and I'm going to say Save As. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this into my desktop. Actually what I'll do is I'll just right click on this and I'll select Open Containing Folder. And there is my actual image. So I'm going to right click on that and select Copy. I'm going to go back to Corel Draw, actually open my Corel Draw. I've got a little catalog set up here, Westville High School Online Catalog. Go ahead and paste that in. And there's my actual design if I want that to work with, set up with a transparent background. Now if I want to take a look at it with being set up on the product, then I can go back to my OpenTshirts, I can go back to my Design Ideas, and I can come here and click on this, and I'll get this preview here from the admin. And that I can right click on and select Copy Image. Take that back to Corel Draw and paste that in. Now I can use this image as part of a catalog. All I need to do is mask out the black, and I've also got the design here set up as a high-res image that I could print out directly for direct-to-garment or what have you. But go ahead and delete that, so you can see we have two types of images that we can export once we set up a design idea. I want to take this, I want to go to Bitmap, Edit Bitmap. I'm going to open this up in Corel Photo Paint. And I'm going to mask out my black. Now the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to come over here to my Magic Wand tool. Let's bring this into the screen capture area here. Come over here to the Magic Wand tool right here, and I'll just click here, hold down the Shift, I'll click here, and I'll click here. Now I'm going to need to change this from a background to an object. So I'm going to click here, and then I can go ahead and hit the delete key, and that will delete my background. One thing you want to realize, if you're in the Pick tool or another tool, and you hit delete, you're going to delete your object. That's not what you want. You want to be on the Magic Wand tool and then hit delete there. Now we've deleted that, and we've got this mask set out here. Now what I want to do is smooth this up a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Mask, Mask Outline. I'm going to select Smooth. I'm going to smooth about 2 pixels and select OK. I'm going to go Mask, Mask Outline, and I'm going to expand about 2 pixels and select OK. Now you can see what I've done is I've come inside. Now if I go to Effects, and you can see how choppy this is. If I go to Effects, Blur, and select Gaussian Blur, I can really smooth out that edge. Now I don't want to go 5 pixels, I just want to go a pixel or 2. Select OK, then I'll go Mask, Remove, select Save. I'll go back to Draw, and there's my object set up, and it's not too jaggy. Resize that, and I can start to build out a number of design ideas and incorporate that into an offline catalog that I could contact my school or client with and say, hey, come on, check out these designs we set up for you. with our online design system, giving you the ability to market just like the nationals with all of these design ideas set up on your website for your local high schools and clients, the ability to create catalogs with them, and then your clients can go and look at the designs, view them on different products with different color scenarios, change text, add clip art, what have you, and then order directly from you online, giving you the appearance of having the same technical printing and marketing ability as the big nationals that are after your local clients. So, very important tutorial. We want to be aware of this functionality and be able to use it effectively when marketing with our local clients or any other clients that you want to contact. So go ahead and wrap here, and we'll continue in our next session.